Hi, I'm Aden. I'm a part of the FDH, and we want to share our faith because we want to be part of God's purpose and bring other people to Christ. So I just wanted to share with you guys my story today, and so I'll just start from the beginning. I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska, and I grew up in the church, and we went to an E-free church, and I can remember after church one day, I was 4 years old, sitting at the dinner table, and just like, Mommy and Daddy, I want Jesus in my heart. So I grew up in the church. I'm only 20 years old, haven't had like a real difficult spell of life to like bring me to Jesus. I've always grown up with him there, so I'm a little bit different than some people in that aspect. But fast forward about 10 years, I was a freshman in high school, and my parents were fighting all the time, and I just always told myself they'd never get a divorce. And then they sat down and told my brother and I, hey, we're gonna get a divorce, and I was just devastated. And probably at that time before the divorce, if you asked me, I would say, yeah, I believe in God, but I didn't really have any facts or evidence to support my belief. And I guess you could call me a lukewarm Christian probably at that time, even though I was 14, pretty young. And so from there, kind of had to decide, is this something where I'm going to turn to God through this pain and hardship and hurt, or is this something I'm going to turn away from God? And through the divorce and just the hurt in that, I was able to see God still working in my life and him being there for me still. And we were able to go through counseling, and I just felt Jesus working in my life through the divorce, and just the way he provided things for me and my family. And then fast forward another year and a half or so after the divorce, I got a girlfriend, of course. So I'm like a junior in high school, and kind of going through the teenager phase, 17, the stupid age. And we were getting really close and tight together, and I was like, she's pretty cool, but I just felt this tug in my heart. I'm like, she can't be number one. Somebody else needs to be number one in your life. And I realized I was putting her first, and I just totally I realized that, and I just dumped her the very next day. So maybe it was just like a 180 turn. I was like, Jesus, I want you to be number one. I don't want anybody else to be. And kind of growing up, graduated high school, and then going into college, and I met Elliot at this marsh, just starting to duck hunt on my own, and he's gotten me into apologetics and facts about, and so now I know why I believe what I believe, and I can back it up with evidence and facts. And so that's a valuable part, I think, of knowing what to believe. And so kind of like where I'm at today, I'm really just trying to figure out, what it means to be a Christian in America, and what the Bible has, how to incorporate the Bible in my life and God in my life. Because if I'm a real Christian, then I want to be able to love God and follow what he says in the Bible. And I want to do that because I think it's the best thing for me. I think He made us and we have a purpose. So at this point in my life, I'm searching for God's purpose for my life. So what that looks like right now, putting things like things I enjoy, like duck hunting, for example. I really enjoy duck hunting, but for me, that's something that I have to make sure I don't put on a pedestal above God, because I experienced this last season. I just get to a one-track mind, and I'm just like thinking about duck hunting all the time, and then I'm not really stepping forward in my relationship with God, and now I'm stepping back, or it's not moving, which is also stepping back. So through this coming season, I really want to still be doing God's work and God's purpose throughout the season, and not just be like, oh, it's duck season now, so I don't need to serve Him. And I don't need to read as much because I got to get up early. No, I still want to be committed, and so trying to find a balance in that for me is kind of difficult, but I'm getting there. And I've gone through, I've got to meet some godly men in my life, Elliot, and some guys in my Followers Made group from church, and got to share things I struggle with them, and that really has helped me grow by being honest. Like, hey, these are things I struggle with, and being honest with other people allows me to grow. And so that has been a big part of me growing the past couple of years. Well, as I'm pursuing God in the future, I can see myself going on mission trips overseas, hopefully, and doing evangelism, because that's something that I feel like God's put on my heart and I'm okay at. And so right now I'm praying that I'm doing God's work and His purpose. And I'm leading some group of guys, high school boys, this fall. I'm really excited about it. I'm really working on discipling other people. And I feel like that's something we all need to be a part of if you buy into it. And I'm bought in, and I'm going to be bought in for the rest of my life. And I want Jesus to be my number one.